in you to work. Find where it can grow and where it can mature. And I think that what's going to help you is knowing how to respond and knowing what will make things better rather than worse. Knowing who to work with and where to find the help that you need to get things done. Knowing what your values are. These are lessons that I hope you've learned here. And the lessons that I think are most valuable are not lessons that are full of content. And as Viksit said, a lot of the lessons don't happen in classrooms. When Sugata Mitra was here recently, he asked us, if you have a smartphone, what's the point of actually knowing anything? Now, that's a tough question. But the lessons that I hope that you've learned from are those lessons about working with other people, about listening, about evaluating consequences. Lessons about trying and failing and then trying again. Lessons about doing rather than watching. Taking action rather than talking about it. And creating rather than criticizing. Those lessons about doing what is right and kind and honest. If you're going to make something out in the world, then I think that these lessons are the ones that will take you furthest. And these are what people call wisdom. And sadly, they're often learned too late and at too great an expense. Many of the adults here have learned those lessons. And in one way or another, they've been investing in you. The masters, the dames, the support staff, the board members, and all those associated with the school have given their time, energy and care for the last 6 years, knowing that the timid, quiet, curious, chubby, snot-nosed little boys that you were in D and C form were going to turn into the men sitting here today. And your parents and grandparents have invested even more in you and are doing their very best to face what the future will bring. Their dream is that you'll be better than them, more capable, healthier, happier, more accomplished and successful. They hope that you'll find your way in the world and that you'll make a difference. And if anyone here doubts what difference our children are capable of making, then maybe your Twitter feed reminded you yesterday that in 1776, when they changed the world, Aaron Burr was 20 and Alexander Hamilton was 21. And the Marquis de Lafayette and James Monroe were 18 years old. And right now in that same country, it seems as though the youth are making more sense than some of the adults and politicians and lawmakers. And they're acting more like the role models that people need, certainly in Florida. This is from my own experience of being a father to a boy in class 12, something particularly special when your child becomes the person that you want to be. We've got so much hope for you, boys. We wish that we were in your shoes and had the journey ahead. We look forward to seeing what you do and what you make India and the world. Know that you'll always find a home here. You've been reminded of that. But please remember that it's between 9 to 5 on weekdays and that you need an appointment from Arjun. And that we don't want to see you too soon. And I don't mean that callously, but what I mean is leave, go somewhere, adapt, participate, become something else, and then come back and tell the boys you find here what you've learned along the way. I want to thank the parents here for the trust that they've given us over the years to work with their sons. I hope that we've lived up to that and repaid it with the potential that you now find wrapped up in him and her. And to my colleagues, thank you for the hours